Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Cavaliers tonight or afternoon, whenever you watch the game, when the Lakers lost in a back to back loss on the road, um, when it comes down to it. And I mean, guys, it's just a crushing loss. I mean, the Lakers got crushed tonight against the Cavs 110 to 139 when it came down to it. I mean, just unbelievably poor performances from the Lakers on the offensive side and especially from the defensive side. Lots of mistakes were made in this game when it came down to it. I mean, when it came to the turnovers, bad shot making, just especially turning over the ball a lot in this game. I mean, the Lakers turned the ball 20 times in this game when it came down to it, and I believe 9 or 10 in the second quarter. So, kind of tells you that something is wrong with this Lakers team when it comes to players playing their role and just not getting things done at the end of the day. Just allowing other teams to take advantage of them when it comes to them turn over the ball and every chance they get. And the teams just understand it, and they see it, and they took full advantage. And if I was the other team, I would have done the same thing because the Lakers, like I said, turn over the ball 20 times in this game when it came down to it. So I want to get into all your thoughts and opinions and the analysis and stats of this game. Obviously, this was a frustrating game for sure when it came down to it. And it's just very unfortunate for the Lakers to lose a back to back road games. First, the Suns to start the game, to start the road trip, and now the Cavs tonight in a crushing performance um, from the Cavaliers to the Los Angeles Lakers. 110 to 139 out there tonight. So before I get into it, please be sure to like this live stream. Of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. If you haven't yet, guys, just show me the love, support all over social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. It's really important that you do so you'll be in the know of when I go live or when I upload videos or YouTube shorts. I mean, everything. I mean, for those of you who want to know about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to news, rumors, updates, speculations, everything about the Lakers, this is the channel for you. So please be sure to hit that notification bell and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'm seeing the comments coming in with Ghetto Rabbit. Welcome to the live stream. At least Bronny and Braun got to play together. I mean, yeah, that's the only bright light of this game for the Lakers when it came down to it, is to see Bronny and to see LeBron James, the father and son duo, playing again, this season, and especially where it all started for them, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron started his career with his hometown team in the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Bronny James, I think he was born. Yeah, he was born there, obviously, but it was just another historic moment to witness as boys from Akron or playing for their hometown team, and it's just a obviously once again another magical moment. I believe this is Bronny James's first shot, or he scored his first shot in the NBA. So ironically enough, LeBron scored his first shot in Cleveland in the NBA. So, and ironically, Bronny did the same thing tonight. So, magical moment for sure to witness history. And like always, guys, we're going to see more of this throughout the NBA season. But the majority of the time, we may see Bronny James play more with the South Bay Lakers, if anything, to develop his skill set and all that. So, and I didn't see his stats because I was pretty pissed of the Lakers losing this game. So I didn't really get to watch the rest of this Lakers game in the third quarter. I kind of stopped watching in the third quarter because more mistakes were being made by the Los Angeles Lakers, and plus with Anthony Davis, I'm not sure if he's injured or hurt or anything, but I didn't see no reports about it. But he was dealing with a hip issue after getting injured or not really injured, but like getting banged up in the first quarter. So hopefully, knock on wood, Anthony Davis is not, gets like a report for the next game that he'll be out. Or hopefully he doesn't, because Lakers really need to bounce back from this two-loss streak that they're on. So hopefully they will bounce back from this for sure. Going into, I believe it's Toronto they're facing next, or is probably some other team. I can just look it up real quick. I know it's a Friday's game. So yeah, it's Toronto. It should be an easy game, winning game for the Los Angeles Lakers in Toronto. We just have to wait and see, because we all thought the Suns game would be a win for the Lakers, and it was a close one, but it just wasn't the case. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll get into all that after my analysis and my thoughts about it for sure. So just bear with me for a moment. I'm seeing more comments coming in. I'm going to answer some of these before I get into my analysis and thoughts about this game and players making mistakes left and right in this game when it came down to it. So, and the reasoning behind it as well. So just bear with me before I just continue reading some more comments here from Ghetto Rabbit. 24-point loss. Yeah, that's what really scared me the most when it came down to it. And it's just shouting out that we need to add bigs, defensive bigs, to this Lakers team. There's a void. There's a void on this Lakers team that's point blank in our faces, and that is depth at the big position. It's so early for us to make any trades because most players are under contract until December 15th. So if the Lakers continue to struggle the way they are, they may struggle until December. We're at the end of October. And as you can see, guys, I'm showing a little bit of a Halloween spirit. I know Halloween's tomorrow, but there's no games for the Lakers tomorrow. So, just Halloween to every single one of you. Just in the spirit. I mean, I don't know. I'm Batman, so whatever it is. But whatever the circumstances was that they can't make any trades yet. The Lakers just obviously have to just wait until December 15th for players to be available for trade, or, and this is the sad part, if the Lakers continue to struggle, they will probably wait until February to make any sort of trades, for sure. So, I mean, it's just a sad reality, and the saddest thing, because Lakers didn't make any moves last off season, so it was just this is where we're at. It was fun to see the Lakers go 3-0 to start the season, but now things are starting to get very, very scary when it comes to the Lakers losing some key winnable games, and it's because of the bad mistakes that they're making when it comes down to it. I mean, it's just not looking good, and it's just for obvious reasons. It's because the lack of depth from the bigs position defensively, and some of our players not playing defense. Most of the players are playing offense, and it's just when they do that, they make dumb plays and just turn over the ball a lot, and just allowing teams to score on them every chance they get. I mean, they're not making any stoppage to other teams at the end. When they do turn over the ball, so it's just that's another mistakes that they've been making when it comes down to it. So, but 24-point loss, I mean, that's sad as it is. I mean, it's just reminding me of last season, against the Kings late into the season when the Lakers were, they didn't do it tonight, but, at one point they were leading in the first half or like the first quarter, but then the second quarter came around. It's because of dumb plays, turnovers, and players seeing the turnovers and they taking full advantage because the Lakers lack uh, defense, and especially when it comes to the what do you call it? The offensive rebounding that they don't grab. I mean, I believe in the second quarter, the Lakers only had one offensive rebound, and that one offensive rebound wasn't from Anthony Davis. It was ironically D'Lo with the offensive rebound that he made in the second quarter. That was the only offensive rebound that the Lakers made in the second quarter. They didn't make one in the first because they just allowed the Cleveland Cavaliers to come out of nowhere and gain the advantage and score on them every chance that they get, every time they turn over the ball. And like I already mentioned, the Lakers turn over the ball 20 times in this game. Unbelievable. And they had 9 in the second quarter. So kind of tells you how things turned out from the first half going to the second half. And it was just a whole disaster. And the Lakers could not capitalize on the opportunity to just score or play better defense, whatever they had to do. I mean, I wanted to see this Lakers team turn things around like they did against the Phoenix Suns, I believe, in the second game into the NBA season. Remember when the Lakers were down by like 20 points in the first half, but then somehow they turned things around in the second half, and because of the great defensive effort and just them just not turn over the ball in the second half as much as they did in that first half against the Suns. I mean, it was just a weird scenario that things just I wish we could have saw that from the Lakers in this game, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. I don't know. Maybe LeBron is still feeling the effects of his coldness or whatever. I mean, it's just it was just not looking good, not looking good for the Los Angeles Lakers in this game, and it was just pretty bad all across the board when it came down to it. So, uh, let's see here. Also from Ghetto Rabbit, jammed hip. Said he'll be playing on Toronto. Yeah, so it's not anything too dramatic. I mean, it's not like he rolled. I mean, I'm not going to say it. No, I mean, not would Anthony Davis stays healthy throughout the NBA season because, like I said, before all the losses, the Lakers were just thriving with Anthony Davis being our number one option, and he's been nothing but sensational for us, playing great offensively, scoring for us. Defensively, he's been a dominant force. He is our defense. I mean, without Anthony Davis being on the floor, the Lakers are a complete disaster, or basically the worst team defensively in the NBA. And that he's our defensive guy. And like I said, guys, this is the same roster that we had last season. So same scenario. Anthony Davis was great for us defensively last year when he's on the floor. But when it comes to this season, it's the same scenario and the same results. And when Anthony Davis sits out, or somehow if he's hurt, whatever, it is a disaster for the Lakers defensively because most of our players don't play defense. The only player that's second to that and who are healthy at the moment is LeBron James. I mean, he is the only guy that can play defense for us, but not on the high level to what Anthony Davis brings to the table. So you have those two. Vando, he really needs to return. He really needs to return. I mean, I'm not sure why it's taking him so long. Christian Wood, why is he taking so long to return? Because we need to add depth as well. But defense is really important for the Lakers to turn things around if they continue this trajectory of where they're at with this 2-game losing streak on the road now. And now they're going into Toronto on Friday. It should be an easy winnable game. It should be, because with the reports that I've been hearing is that Scotty Barnes, he is injured at the moment. And then RJ Barrett is just returning from injury. So I think he started playing a couple of days ago or something. I might be mistaken, but for some reason, he's making his return. So, then you have Memphis on the road as well. That's another scenario there that, could be a winnable one if the Lakers just, somehow guard the other players around John Morant instead of just focusing on him. So there's a lot of scenarios that maybe the Lakers could potentially bounce back from these two losses on the road, maybe gain some 1, 2 wins on the road potentially. But it's sort of remains to be seen at this point if the Lakers continue to play like this. And it was pretty bad for sure. And like Get Rabbit said, I mean, JJ Redick already lost the team. I mean, if I hope he doesn't get into that type of moment. We don't want a Darvin Ham 2.0 with JJ Redick for the locker room. Hopefully it doesn't end up being that. So because I'm loving what JJ Redick brings to the table, what he brings to the locker room, the respect, the appreciation. I mean, just the players coach vibes that we love to see from a coach, from a guy who played in the NBA. So that's what I love. I love a player's coach, type of aspect of a coach. So, um, but yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, hopefully Anthony Davis will be ready to go for Toronto, and he said he is. So hopefully he'll be 100% by the time we reach Friday's game in Toronto for the Lakers. So let's see here from Adam. I really love reading your guys' comments. I'm supposed to be talking about the stats, but I think it's already explanatory enough. But I will give you guys my analysis of every single player's game out there tonight. But it'll probably be a short one because I'm really enjoying these comments and these questions that you guys have as well. So feel free, guys, for those of you who are watching, comment in this live stream. And if not, I will just get into my analysis. It'll be a short one because we are 17 minutes into this, but I love it. I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love reading you guys' comments. It's my joy to read you guys' comments about the game. So, and even the Lakers in general. So please continue for sure. And for those of you who are joining me or watching this, first timers, please comment in the live stream. I'll read them out and display them like I'm doing right now with Adam. So thank you, Adam, for this comment. Gabe needs to be traded. They consider him as a point guard, but he doesn't pass, and he's playing mildly average defense. Yeah, that's been that we've been so far into the season. I know it's still early, but so far what we've been seeing from Gabe is not really to the expectations of what he was in Miami. I mean, maybe when it comes to the postseason, maybe he'll be an all-time level type of defensive guard. I mean, it's just remains to be seen. But he does have an easy contract to trade, so you never know. Maybe there's a trade out there for a better backup to help maybe D'Angelo Russell, or maybe he needs to be traded so we can find a better point guard for sure, because he's not having a good start in this NBA season. So, it's just the guards that we have is just not really living up to expectations so far this season. I know it's early. I don't want to really overreact, but at the same time, this is the kind of similar situation what we've been seeing from D'Angelo Russell from the beginning of the season, where he doesn't really have a strong start to the season. He always just lets it up when it comes to trade season, and especially like around December, January, where he just lets it up. So, and sometimes in November, but it's so early, so we don't. Hopefully things get starting to get back up for potentially D'Angelo Russell and even Gabe Vincent, who, is still staying healthy now. I mean, last season he was completely out. He only played for 4 games, and most of those 4 games were just horrendous performances from Gabe Vincent. So, I mean, he did make that big 3 against the Suns a couple of days ago, and even in this game, I mean, not the best performance out of him, even defensively. I absolutely agree with you, Adam. His defense has not been the type of level of what we kind of expect to see out of him as the Miami day Gabe Vincent. So, it is a frustrating situation with the guard situation for the Lakers. I mean, we already have a problem with the big position, especially the center position for the Lakers. Now we're also having a problem with the point guard positions as well for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. So I don't know. Maybe things will get better, but I don't know. I don't want to. I think the Lakers should not rule out an idea of looking for a guard as well once we reach December or maybe potentially February for the Lakers to maybe improve also the point guard position. You know, if there's a trade out there to get a better point guard, maybe a backup for sure. Maybe at the buyout market, you never know who'll be available by then. I mean, maybe like a Dennis Schroeder or somebody, but I will for sure take him back over Gabe Vincent at this point. But I'm just saying things right now. So, but for sure, without a doubt, he needs to improve his game. Uh, I know it's early, but really needs to improve his game for sure, along with D'Lo for sure. Let's see here from Ghetto Rabbit. Let me hold on. We let the Suns come back from an 18-point deficit. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, the Lakers were doing well in I believe, the first half, in the first quarter. Then the second quarter came around, and it's just once again sloppy plays, and it was just things just did not turn out to be. We're not going according to plan for the Lakers when it came down to it. They just, for some reason, the Suns found the Lakers' weakness in that game, and I guess the Cavs, watched film and saw what was going on, and they probably saw what happened. So hopefully, it's not gonna be a trend for other teams to realize it and somehow do the same to the Lakers moving forward. I mean, but there's weaknesses for sure for the Lakers team, and I think they found it. And we saw tonight the Lakers just turning over the ball a lot in this game, and it's just in bad situations. And when they defensive runs, they just cannot capitalize on the opportunity to make stoppage for teams to not score on them when they do make mistakes like that. So it's been a very, very disappointing turn of events when it comes to this Lakers loss tonight, and I just hope they bounce back from it. I know it's early. It's early with the Lakers. We have a whole season to turn things around. Hopefully. So we just have to wait and see for sure. But yeah, for sure, the Lakers made that mistake in the Suns game. But I don't know. Maybe they will bounce back from the Cavs loss for sure and get a win in Toronto on Friday. I mean, they have to. They really have to. They really need to redeem themselves, especially a team that are depleted with injuries themselves. And one of their top two players in Scotty Barnes and also RJ Barrett. So yeah, RJ Barrett. Yeah, those two guys, they're out. Or I'm not sure if he returned yet, but for some reason I heard that he just returned recently. I might be mistaken, but for some reason, he's making his return, but Scotty Barnes is out for sure. He'd be out. I saw a report that he'll be out for 3 weeks. So this is a perfect opportunity for Lakers to get an easy win in Toronto. But we just have to wait and see. And then there's Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, sure they have John Morant, but for some reason I heard also that he dealt with an injury recently, and he just returned for some reason, but I don't know. It's just sort of remains to be seen. And guys, I have some breaking news for you. The Dodgers just won the World Series against the New York Yankees, 7-6 in the roller coaster game 5. Guys, breaking news right here for you. All right. the LA Dodgers won the World Series, defeating the New York Yankees 7-6. Congratulations to the to the champs in the LA Dodgers. Amazing. I mean, at least that's good news for baseball and for LA, for the city of LA to celebrate a championship win for baseball. Even though the Lakers lost tonight, I mean, there is just a great moment to witness. Congratulations to the Dodgers for winning the World Series against the New York Yankees. Congratulations to them. And yeah, they clutched their eighth World Series for the franchise. Congratulations to the LA Dodgers. Congratulations to them. And just want to read this here. Woods is expected to return November 4th. So that's good news there. I mean, he will return next week. So hopefully for that. And even Christian Coloco, he is cleared to play in the NBA again. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I did upload a video about that. So go check it out. More information and updates is there for you all to check it out for sure. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, Adam, for that update. Thank you so much. So let's get right into the team stats before I go and celebrate the LA Dodgers winning their eighth World Series championship against the New York Yankees. So before I end the live stream, let's just real quick talk about the Lakers stat lines. Obviously, Anthony Davis tonight with 22 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 13 rebounds, and went 9 of 17 from the field. I mean, he was dealing with some struggles out there tonight because he was banged up, dealing with a hip issue. But like he said, he's going to be ready to go for the Toronto Raptors game on Friday in Toronto. So, but I have to say, guys, he was the only guy out there that was doing his best to help us win the game, in my opinion. And he's been great for us. I mean, once again, dealing with that hip issue, he still put out a really good performance out there tonight. So, great job out there for the circumstances. Anthony Davis did his best out there. So a solid night for Anthony Davis tonight. Rui Hachimura, he struggled in this game. When it came down to it, lots of mistakes were made on his end as well. When it came down to it, 8 points out there tonight, 5 rebounds. This is not the best performance out there from Rui Hachimura. I think he will probably bounce back from this loss tonight and this performance, and maybe lit it up against the Toronto Raptors. Hopefully, they will have a bounce back for sure. Hopefully, so. And for sure from Rui Hachimura. LeBron James, 26 points at the Lakers tonight with 26 points out there tonight. Great performance out of LeBron James. I mean, he was our driving force really when Anthony Davis was dealing with that hip issue. So we needed somebody else to step up in this game. And, and LeBron James did his best, but he also turning over the ball a lot in this game, along with Austin Reeves, and we'll get to him in just a bit. But his performance was on paper. When you look at it, it looks good, but in the game, you kind of saw some struggles from LeBron James as well. I mean, you can tell also that he is still feeling the effects of his illness for sure. He even mentioned that he was sick since Friday, so I guess to begin the road trip, I believe. So it was just sad to hear that type of update, but at the same time, it's just, Lakers should have been prepared for themselves when it came down to that. So for them to step up their game to carry the load off of LeBron, but that's not the case that we saw from the Lakers in this game. I mean, we kind of saw it against the Suns, but at the same time, I mean, it's just we should have seen better effort from this Lakers team, in this game, but we just didn't, unfortunately. But LeBron James, 26 points, 6 rebounds, went 1 of 3, and went 19 of 13 from the field. Like I said, 6 turnovers was the turning point or the downfall of the Lakers losing this game out there tonight. Like I said, 20 turnovers in this game, and most of them came from LeBron James in this game. And even Anthony Davis, he had 4 out there tonight when it came down to it. So, but it's unfortunate, but hopefully they have a bounce back. Hopefully they do against Toronto on Friday. D'Angelo Russell continuing to be a disappointment, honestly. His threes has been horrendous, without a doubt. I mean, 10 points out there tonight, had 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 0 of 3. That's been the type of trend we've been seeing from D'Angelo Russell, not just this season, but in the preseason. He hasn't been that type of 42, 43% shooter that we saw from him last season. He was our shooter. He was our shooter for the Lakers last season. But for some reason, he's not been doing that for us. And if anything, Rui Hachimura has been our shooter, but he had a bad shooting night when it came down to it. I mean, I know he only shot 1 3, but missed attempt three. But still, he's our best shooter so far this season. So, and the fact that D'Angelo Russell has not been living up to that shooting esque sharpshooter, if you will, it's just been pretty bad for D'Angelo Russell so far this season. And if he continues this, the Lakers have been trying so hard to find trades. If they have to resort to trading their 2 future first round pick to get somebody like a Colin Sexton and also adding on Kessler into the trade, I mean, go for it, because I'm just tired of the bad performances from D'Angelo Russell uh, so far this season. I know it's early, but the preseason was also a moment for us to see what he's made of for the regular season, and it's just hasn't been that case. It hasn't been. I mean, maybe it's that blonde hair. Maybe he needs to dye it back to black or something. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he needs to shave it off or something. I don't know. Make it purple or something. I don't know. I mean, it's just not working out. We saw it with Kyle Kuzma. It hadn't worked out. So why? I mean, guys dyeing their hair blonde, it's just as athletes. I mean, I don't know. It's just not working out. I mean, look at Joe Burrow. When he dyed his hair blonde, the team were not playing to the best of their ability. I mean, that's just my opinion when it comes down to that. I mean, maybe just athletes need to stop dyeing their hair blonde. I mean, I don't know. Not just me, because you're losing games. I don't know, man. That's just me. But he had a bad night. He had a bad game, and even so far this season, he had a bad series. This season so far, maybe things will start to turn around for him further into the season, because we know when he once we reach like December or January, he becomes all-star caliber D'Angelo Russell, and he shoots around 42%, 43. I mean, that was the type of moment where he really showed up and dominated for us. And at one point, we were like, don't trade him because he's been awesome for us. But I don't know. It's just not going according to plan so far this season for D'Angelo Russell. And it's been unfortunate. Austin Reeves, 7 points out there tonight. He turned over the ball a lot in the second quarter, in the first half of the game. I mean, he really made some pretty bad turnovers that really helped the Cleveland Cavaliers to really take advantage of the Lakers. I mean, it really did not look pretty when it came down to it. I mean, guys, it was just pretty bad by the Los Angeles Lakers, especially from Austin Reeves' side, from just making dumb plays and bad moves, and it's just the Cavaliers took advantage of that, and it's been pretty bad for sure for the Lakers in that particular area of their game tonight. So maybe Austin Reeves will have a bounce back game against Toronto. Hopefully, all of them will, because we need that win in Toronto for sure. So just to have some sort of momentum going into uh, this road trip still, that the Lakers still can't um, find any win yet in this on this road trip. So maybe the Toronto Raptors will be the road win for the Lakers, hopefully. So, but yeah, that's the starting lineup for you guys. And then when you look at the second unit, I mean, they did their hardest out there to help the Lakers out, but you can just tell that the Lakers were just playing players that just playing through garbage time. And we saw that Dalton Connect had an 18-point game. So, and most of that had to do with them playing through garbage time. I mean, he went 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 7 from the three. And, they were just, I mean, good for him to score 18 points. I mean, I don't want to put too much harsh on him, because he is a rookie, and we're not trying so hard to put a lot of pressure on Dalton Connect, but we kind of needed him to step up. And, for the past 3 games into the season, he has been very helpful for us, especially when it comes to his shooting and his offensive side of the ball. Lately, we haven't been really seeing a lot from him because I guess JJ Redick wants to give more opportunities to Max Christie, but still, Max Christie is not living up to expectations for sure. I mean, especially defensively. I mean, I know we saw some glimpse of his defensive effort in this game, but it just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough for help the Lakers out. I mean, he only had 6 points, 1 rebound, and went 1 of 5 from the three and 1 of 6 from the field. So he had a really bad struggling night out there tonight. But kudos to Dalton Connect for having 18 points. I mean, he was just building stat lines, during garbage time for the Lakers. So because you saw Cam Reddish playing in this game, and played pretty bad out there tonight. And then Jackson Hayes too had a pretty bad game as well out there tonight. Um, and then Gabe Vincent, 5 points, still not showing the defensive effort like Adam said. He's still struggling in that particular area of his game where he's best known for. So, he really needs to step up his game if somehow he doesn't want to get traded. So, and it's kind of leaning into that, in my opinion. So then you have Bronny James scoring his first point in the NBA as a rookie, and especially in Cleveland, out of all places, magical moment for him. And hope to see some more great development out of Bronny James with the South Bay Lakers. He really needs to develop his skill set because he has a lot of promise. I really think that he has a lot of promise in him to be a a defensive guard in this league, and maybe be improving on the other skill sets of his game. But it all starts with the South Bay Lakers for him to do that. So hopefully it happens very soon for Bronny James for sure. So yeah, guys. I mean, that's the stat line for all of you to hear. I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream once again. I mean, even though the Lakers lost tonight, the city of LA is celebrating a win for um, for the city of LA, and that is the Dodgers winning their eighth World Series championship for the city of LA. I mean, at least we can celebrate that. So I really can't wait to celebrate and go on social media and start posting now because uh, during this live stream, as I mentioned, they made history tonight and they won the World Series, their eighth World Series when it came down to it tonight. So congratulations uh, to the uh, to the LA Dodgers for beating the New York Yankees. I'm so excited for this win, and guys, it's just a humbling moment for the city of LA to witness their baseball team after winning in 2020. They're winning it now in 2024. Can the Lakers do it? It's remains to be seen. So remains to be seen. So yeah, guys. I mean, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. I see the comment right here from uh, Daniel. Welcome to the live stream. Yo to you. I really appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. And I want to thank also Adam and Ghetto Rabbit for you guys' comments on here. I really appreciate it. And also Daniel. And all of you thank you all so much for joining me and listening to my thoughts and my opinions about the Lakers loss tonight against the Cavaliers in a crushing loss, a blowout really, 110 to 134 in this game. It's very unfortunate the Lakers lose to a back-to-back road loss. Maybe hopefully they bounce back from this and go into the Toronto Raptors in Toronto's game on Friday and get an easy win there. Hopefully, we'll be. Hopefully, they will get things back together and start to win games. Hopefully, after that. So, uh, but first, they need to fix some mistakes that they made. and hopefully they will potentially get their act together and start to win some games. Hopefully, moving forward. So, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. And once again, congratulations to the 2024 World Series champions in the LA Dodgers, beating the New York Yankees in an 7-6 game win in this series, in the World Series tonight. Uh, City of LA is celebrating now with this win, and it's just that's the only thing we should celebrate tonight when it comes down to sports, LA sports related, for the LA Dodgers winning it. So congratulations to the LA Dodgers for winning their 8th World Series Cup, or yeah, that. So, really do appreciate all of you for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.